Thank you for joining me on this virtual tour of Westport Rivers Winery, a real winery on the south coast of Massachusetts. I'm C.J. West, your tour guide and author of Sin and Vengeance, a thriller set here at Westport Rivers. The photos you are seeing were taken at the winery, but most of what I'm about to tell you is of my creation. I suggest you visit the winery yourself if you'd like to separate fact from fiction. The first sign of home my hero Charlie Marston sees as he returns from France are grapevines stretching out over 80 acres of rolling hills. A few miles away, the Atlantic Ocean moderates temperatures year-round, providing warmer weather in winter and cooler weather in spring and summer. The barn, off in the distance, houses the fermentation and bottling rooms, the cellars, and the warehouse. At the extreme left of this photo are two homes where Charlie and his parents live. Approaching the winery down the long drive, guests pass the Marston homes, the barn, and park near the gift shop, where Lily worked for the Marstons. This silo in the distance is a remnant of the Joyette family farm. Oliver Joyette sold the winery to the Marston family when his parents died, but he retained this property and the parcel of land bordering the Marston winery. From here he spied on the Marstons and wreaked havoc on their family. Even when the story finished, the Marstons hadn't discovered how Oliver remained so close, and yet unseen. Walking away from the gift shop, we follow in Charlie Marston's footsteps. He entered the fermentation room this way on most days. It was here, in place of these oak barrels, that Charlie rushed to find the money he had smuggled in from France. He frantically processed 2 container loads of 50-gallon drums, pumping the wine into one of these large fermentation tanks, before someone caught him. It was also here that Charlie and his father faced off against Sebastian. The explosion that burned the winemaking facility to the ground was sparked on this very spot. Here we are passing a long corridor where bottles of sparkling wine are being riddled, a process that moves sediment in the bottles down into the neck so that it can be removed later. Sparkling wine is stored here for 3 to 14 years. This machine is a disgorger, which removes the sediment in the form of an ice cap. It replaces the lost fluid and applies a cork. The white container holds the dosage, which is sweet wine added to refill the bottles to 750 milliliters. It was here that young Oliver Joyette caught Charles Marston tampering with a large batch of sparkling wine. Charlie Marston also spent a long day in this room racked with guilt over the destruction of the Caulfield home. Here we see the tasting room decked out for guests to line up and sample a series of table, sparkling, and dessert wines all made on the premises. This one is my personal favorite. Thanks for spending time with me on this virtual tour. I hope you've enjoyed our time together, and I hope this tour will add to your enjoyment of Sin and Vengeance.